is a presentation of DRG Media Group Sports. You're listening to coverage of area high school sports on 94.5 KPLO. You can also listen or watch coverage online at drgnews.com. Now, here's Darren Boyle.
Hi, and a very good evening to you. We welcome you to Herreid, South Dakota, where tonight we bring you coverage of regional high school volleyball on KPLO. The opening night of the postseason, our coverage as we bring you coverage from Region 6B. The Highmore-Harrold Pirates take on the Herreid Selby area Wolverines. Our coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO is brought to you by Potsdam Agency State Farm, by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the May Adam Law Firm, Avera Orthopedics, the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, by Riverview Power Sports in Okoma, Agtegra, by Right Seed, the Golden Buffalo Casino, CHS River Plains, and Darren Boyle Sales. Coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO is also brought to you by Wagner Auto, Titan Machinery, Kimball Livestock, Venture Communication, and the Jet Lanes. Coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO is also brought to you by Access Health of Highmore, Jan Buzzy Ford, Mashik Food Center, the Highmore-Harrold, American Family Insurance, the Crystal Volksgarden Agency, Fisher Rounds and Associates, and Highmore Health. And also our coverage brought to you tonight by the folks at the South Dakota High School Activities Association. John Neff is our technical director at DRG Media Group's World Headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us tonight for our coverage of regional high school volleyball. As we mentioned, the opening round was last night, our opening round, the quarterfinal round of the Region 6B volleyball tournament. Features Herreid Selby, the number 1 overall seed, taking on the 8 seed Highmore-Harrold. They had to play a play-in game last night at home and defeated Sunshine Bible 3-0. They find themselves here taking on top seed Herreid Selby to try to advance to Thursday's action, where we will determine 2 participants in the SODAC 16 as we work our way through the postseason this week in the wide world of volleyball. This is the pregame show brought to you by the folks at Potsdam State Farm Insurance. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team, and they remind you to buckle up every trip and every time. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with more as pregame continues after this on KPLO.
For over 100 years, State Farm Insurance has been there to help whenever you need them. The team at Potsdam State Farm is your Central South Dakota good neighbor. While technology may have changed, you can always expect top-notch customer service from Potsdam State Farm. They'll take care of all of your insurance and financial service needs, where good neighbor service is their continued priority. Potsdam State Farm Insurance, with offices in Pierre and Gregory.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in Central South Dakota. With a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you with your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
One place to go.
The value in batteries is more than skin deep. For farm and construction equipment, you need batteries built to handle tough off-road conditions. Case IH Magna Power batteries are designed to take a pounding, and Titan Machinery has them for you. 4 to 6 pounds heavier than the competition, these are specifically designed to handle the vibration and jolts that can literally knock the life out of other batteries. See Titan Machinery today for more details. Case IH Magna Power batteries. It's what's inside that counts.
The future of our region lies in the young people who are involved in athletics, music, art, and drama, and the many other activities in our schools. Kimball Livestock Exchange in Kimball congratulates everyone that contributes and competes. We're proud of you all and happy to support the many activities in our schools. Kimball Livestock Exchange has a sale every Tuesday. For sale information or to consign, call the barn at 778-6211. There's Thursday night lights and all of the weekend highlights, but nothing beats Monday nights with Monday Night Football on Venture High Def TV. You'll catch all the action Monday, November 7th. Tune into ESPN Channel 21 as the Ravens head to New Orleans to take on the Saints at 7 p.m. Venture Communications, your home for ESPN and Monday Night Football. Call Venture Communications today for high def TV service and more. Call 605-852-2224.
Back here in Harriet as we get ready for volleyball action, the quarterfinal round of Region 6B as Highmore-Harrold gets set to take on Harriet Selby area. Some other matchups going on, other district region tournaments going on in the Class A ranks. Top seed Miller is working in Region 6A, hosting Crow Creek tonight. Dupree is hosting North Central. McLaughlin is on the road at Mobridge Pollock. Cheyenne Eagle Butte is at Stanley County tonight as the Lady Buffaloes, with a very good season, earned themselves a spot in the state volleyball tournament. Chamberlain's season came to an end last night. They were knocked off by Sanborn Central Woonsocket 3-1 in Region 5A tonight. Number 1 seed Wagner hosts Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Mount Vernon Plankington hosts Parkston. Platte Geddes is hosting Hanson tonight. Bonham is at Kimball White Lake. In the Class B ranks, of course, we talk about the Region 6B, the matchups here tonight as we wait for my computer to refresh here. Region 6B, Harriet Selby, of course, hosting Highmore-Harrold. Potter County hosting Sully Buttes tonight. Faulkton area is hosting Lower Brule, and that was actually last night where Faulkton was victorious. Ipswich played last night in their quarterfinal matchup. They knocked off Lyman 3-0, so both Faulkton and Ipswich advanced to the semifinals on Thursday night as the postseason continues. Jones County hosting Crazy Horse in Region 7B tonight. They will take on Wall. The winner of the Jones County Crazy Horse match will take on Wall. Wall was victorious over Edgemont last night, 3-2. Other games in Region 7B will feature Phillip hosting White River, and also in Phillip tonight it will be Kadoka area. They will take on New Underwood in a matchup between the number 6 and number 3 seeds in that Region 7B field. We had the opportunity earlier to talk to both head coaches. Our Keys to Success segment brought to you by the May. We talk first with Maria Sandmeyer, coach of the Herreid Selby Wolverines. For our Keys to Success, brought to you by the folks at May Adam. We're joined by Maria Sandmeyer of the Herreid Selby area Wolverines. 19-8 gets you the number 1 overall seed, and that's what you.
Things were up and down, but all in all, through the season, I'm pretty pleased where we ended up being number 1 in the region going forward this week.
And you have an opportunity to be able to do some things a little bit under the radar, but you play good competition around here. And in this region, I think everybody, especially when we got into the month of October, everybody in the region was playing a lot better volleyball.
Right, and there was a lot more upsets in the last few weeks of volleyball, which is kind of exciting to see. Some turbulence there in how the points ended up in the season. We have by no means an easy week. We have a tough competition tonight, Highmore-Harrold, with when we played them 2 weeks ago, we struggled there in the first set until we kind of got in our groove. So it'll be interesting to see the changes they've made and the changes that we've made to see how it plays out tonight.
How have you felt your team has played in the final couple weeks of the regular season? You always, I think coaches always look at things as a tune-up. You want to be able to kind of make sure that things are fine-tuned and where they need to be, before you get to this point. So how has the last couple weeks been for you?
Yeah, we've kind of been treating it as a tune-up. We got some good practices in last week, kind of mostly focusing on our block on our defense because that's where our struggles have been in the last few weeks. But I think moving forward, we have the competitiveness on our team that they're ready. They're ready for Rocky Road to fight through it and just kind of find their path.
matchup here against Highmore-Harrold, a team that you saw a couple weeks ago and, as you said, struggled early but were able to take care of business. This is a ball club that comes in very young, but they're a team that, just like a lot of other teams in the region, we're starting to figure it out as the season came to an end.
Yeah, for sure. They're scrappy. I like to use that word when I see a defensive team that doesn't have a lot of size or power hitters, but they can defend and return the ball. And that's what I see when I look at Highmore-Harrold. They don't make it easy to score for us, and we're going to find that out tonight.
And I think for Highmore-Harrold, they're going to need to be able to handle things on the defensive end. For you have the opportunity, I think, with the size advantage that you have to let your offense do your talking for you. And I think that's kind of how things are going to sort out, at least early.
Yeah, I hope so. We've really been working on our quick offense. I hope that we use that to our advantage this week and kind of beat the block. But, yeah, we do have a height advantage. I hope to see that in our hitters and our blocking and kind of take control of the game tonight.
All right, Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
Maria Sandmeyer of the Harriet Selby Area Wolverines, part one of our pregame interviews. We're back with more after this on KPLO.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future, too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
Part two of our coaches interview, we talked to Selby Hyde, head coach of the Highmore-Harrold Pirates. As you work with this young ball club, this week's lesson, survive and advance. You were able to take care of business against Sunshine Bible last night, 3-0, and you play on.
Yeah, we've talked all season about how it was an uphill climb, and we just wanted to see where we could end up in the end, and that's what we're doing, is we're still climbing that hill.
Opportunity here against Harriet Selby Ball Club, the team that earned the #1 seed. They put together a very nice year, but I think you feel like you match up with them in a lot of different ways.
Oh, we do, and we played them a little bit ago, a couple weeks actually, and we had some highs, we had some lows in that game, but I think that a lot of it was we had some kids missing and a lot of mental errors that hopefully we fixed in the last 2 weeks, and I think it's going to be an exciting game.
And I think as we've seen you over the last couple of weeks, you mentioned those mental errors and little things that need to be cleaned up before the postseason. You've been able to do that and more often than not play pretty crisp volleyball.
We're young, but it's kind of getting to the point where we don't get to use that anymore. Once we hit this postseason, it's, like you said, survive and advance, and we basically need to be the team that we want to be at this point, and that's kind of what we've been working on the last few weeks. Not saying that we've cleaned everything up by any means, but we're just hoping that we can come out here and we can maybe have a little fun and play some fundamental volleyball, and hopefully it ends where we want it to. You
played Harriet Selby a couple weeks ago, I think. What did you take from that match, and what do you bring forward to this evening?
We got to be on our toes. They play excellent defense. They don't let the ball hit the floor very often. Their front row is pretty tough, and we just kind of let a lot of balls get away from us. We have to find a way to attack, and we got to hustle to cover the floor. And I think they are, similar to what you saw in Miller last week, a team that is going to hit and hit and hit and continue to hit, and it's going to be up to your back row, especially to get things moved forward. And with their size advantage, like you say, you're going to have to figure out some way to generate offense. We got to play smart volleyball. That's all there is to it. We have to hustle to get the balls up in the back, and then we have to find a way to put them away because, like I said, these guys, they cover the floor. All right, Coach, best of luck. Thank you so much. Selby Hyde at the Highmore-Harrold Pirates, success from the folks at Adam. And we'll have more with starting lineups next from Region 6B on KPLO.
Jet Lanes invites you to stop in for some great food and great fun on the lanes. Challenge your friends to a match or just hang out and relax. Jet Lanes serves steaks, burgers, order pizzas, and much more from their full menu. You can also watch your favorite game. Jet Lanes in Prescio, downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot, and a proud supporter of all area youth in their sports and activities.
So, how are the kids?
Well, Emily made the honor roll.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, we're really proud of her. Tyler, on the other hand, though.
What's going on?
He's been moody lately, just feeling down and not like himself.
Oh, we've been there. Nick was struggling last spring. He was so anxious and stressed.
Really? What helped?
Well, he joined the soccer team, and ever since, he's been a lot happier. He has more energy, he's less stressed, and he's definitely in a better mood at home. It's made a huge difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad he's getting out of the house, he's getting some exercise, and he's off his phone for once. It's been good for his mental health.
Sounds like it's been good for your mental health, too.
Participating in South Dakota high school sports improves students' physical and mental health. Encourage your son or daughter to get involved. This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At American Family Insurance, we believe that with the right support, any dream is possible. For auto, home, business, or life, contact us today.
This is Crystal at Crystal Person Agency Incorporated. Stop in or give us a call at 853-3324.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI. American Family Insurance Company. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Back here in Harriet as we work closer to the opening serve of tonight's volleyball match between Harriet's Selby area and Highmore-Harrold. We should mention a busy week of high school sports ahead. Thursday night, we will have more postseason volleyball for you. Waiting to see how matches play out here tonight, but we will have semifinal action from region volleyball play this Thursday night on KPLO. Friday night, semifinals of the South Dakota High School football playoffs. Harriet Selby area, the number one overall in 9B, will have that game on KMLO. That will be a 6 o'clock kickoff here in Harriet as they host Irene Wakanda. On KPLO, we will have the matchup between Lyman and Gregory. That will be a 7 o'clock kickoff in Presho, and we'll have that matchup for you on KPLO. And, of course, Minnesota Vikings football for you. The Vikings off to a 6-1 start will be in action taking on the Washington Commanders. We'll have a kickoff scheduled for noon. Vikings pregame at 11 a.m. on your home for Minnesota Vikings football, 94.5 KPLO. Time for starting lineups from the folks at Avera Orthopedics. Starting lineup for the Herald Pirates. They will start with Brooklyn Balloon, a 5'5 sophomore. Brooke Palmer, a 5'7 sophomore. Kendall Cermak, a 5'9 junior. And Reagan Westcott, a 5'6 junior. Highmore-Harrold will also start with Addison McDonald, a 5'9 freshman. Kaylin Falstick, a 5'8 junior. The libero for Highmore-Harrold is Kennedy Effling. She is a 5'5 junior. Here's Harriet Selby starting lineups after the starting lineups. Let's pause for 2 minutes and return. This is Regional High School Volleyball from KPLO.
You know that feeling that things couldn't get any better? It's you at your best. Being your best means owning your health. It means not only meeting your goals, but crushing them, then setting new ones. Partner with an Avera primary care provider. We are right here to help you create health goals so you can feel your best and move forward to your healthiest self. Learn more at avera.org/checkup. Avera, moving health forward.
Mashik Food Center is your affiliated foods Midwest hometown grocer in Highmore. Mashik Food Center carries the finest, freshest produce, quality meats, and they also offer Wonder Roast roasted chicken and pork tenderloin. So delicious. And you still receive full carry-out service just like the good old days. Mashik Food Center has Highmore Pirate clothing so you can show your school spirit. And they welcome WIC and food stamps. They're open 7 days a week and are proud to help bring you this broadcast. Mashik Food Center, Highmore. Good luck to all the Highmore-Harrold teams from the Highmore-Harrold, which has been serving the Highmore and Harrold area, distributing the local newspaper each week for over 140 years. The Herald offers all types of commercial printing, black and white or color copy, and fax service. They can order wedding and party supplies. They're the local distributor for Watkins Products and the local Buell's Laundry drop-off location. See them for stadium cheers and support the local team in style and comfort. They also invite you to check out home events on Venture Channel 381. That's the Highmore-Harrold newspaper in Highmore. Highmore Health is a 44-bed skilled care facility that provides quality care and home-like atmosphere. The staff at Highmore Health will treat your family member like they're one of their own, providing daily activities, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. They're Medicare and Medicaid certified too. Highmore Health looks forward to continuing to provide quality, loving care for their residents and families, as well as exploring innovative new options for services. For more information or a tour, call 605-852-2255.
Order your new 2023 Ford from Ford Highmore. The order for 2023 Explorer, Sport, Mustang, Edge, Ranger, and more. Ford is fully owned and operated. No games, no gimmicks.
As we return back here to Harriet, it's time to announce the Harriet Selby area starters. Of course, the starting lineups brought to you by the folks at Avera Orthopedics. The Wolverines, Pasha Meininger, a 5'4 sophomore, will get the start along with Cheyenne Words, a 5'9 senior. Sophia Ritter, a 5'4 junior. Jordan Rosso, a 5'11 freshman. Maya Ebel, a 5'7 junior. And Jada Rosso, a 6'1 junior. Selby will employ libero as well. That is Stephanie Albee. Albee is a 5'2 sophomore. The Harriet Selby area team, the number 1 overall seed in the Region 6B field. They entered the contest tonight with an overall record of 19-8. And the head coach of the Harriet Selby area Wolverines is Maria Sandmeyer. Last night, 3 games to none. The final there, Highmore-Harrold won the victory at home. That improved their record to 10-18 on the year, and they go to work here tonight under head coach Selby Hyde. Welcome those of you joining us on our website, drgnews.com, as we feature Gregory at Lyman. That will be a 7 o'clock kickoff and a 6:40 scheduled pregame. Finally, in the pregame, the announcement of our game officials from the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. Our game officials tonight are Brian Zahn and Mark Ulrich. The announcement of our game officials comes to you from the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. This has been the pregame show brought to you by the folks at Potsaba's State Farm Insurance. And we will get set to go here. We'll break for 30 seconds and return on KPLO.
Is your truck or fleet insurance a one-size-fits-all approach? The commercial line agents at Fisher Jones & Associates know that each fleet owner-operator or ag producer has unique coverage needs. We understand all the risks and liabilities, so we can create a customized policy that ensures you are fully covered. We're at your service, at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving your truck insurance needs with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Rapid City, Sioux Falls, and Watertown.
The broadcast of this playoff game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. Let's pause for station identification. This is Regional High School Volleyball.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. KPLO 94.5 Reliance Chamberlain, 100.5 Pierre Fort Pierre. Be safe, drive smart.
Our opening serve is brought to you by the region's full-service Bobcat dealer, Riverview Power Sports in Oklahoma. Let them order the Bobcat compact equipment that works for you when it comes to travel, work, and fun. Riverview is the name to know for compact equipment, vehicles, boats, and transportation. Learn more at riverviewfamily.com. And yes, that was the skull chant as the Harriet Selby student body here in full force and in full throat before this opening serve gets this match underway, and it will be Harriet Selby who will serve first to get this match underway. It will be Sophia Ritter who will put it in play, and the serve is across. It is Effeline at the net as she bumps it forward. A quick return from Harriet Selby, but Highmore-Harrold sends it back. Here's Harriet Selby the other way. The attack across and down. Cheyenne Wirtz with the kill, and Harriet Selby is on the board first as they lead by a 1-0 score. One thing about it, this is going to get loud in here. One of the probably one of the older gyms in South Dakota, but a cozy confine that really gives a good advantage to the home court here. Harriet Selby makes a nice play of a Highmore-Harrold attack. Here is Brooke Palmer, who sends it back, and the libero, Stephanie Albee, bailed out and made the right decision there. She wound up on her backside and just completely lifted herself out of the way. Highmore-Harrold with a hitting error, and Harriet Selby with a 2-0 lead. Harriet Selby will put it in play once again. Here is Highmore-Harrold. Cermak with the return. Back to the Harriet Selby side. The Wolverines will set at the net. Rosso with the attack. She will hit it short, and it is into the net. And that net violation will give the point to Highmore-Harrold. Highmore-Harrold serves, puts it in play as they work to send it across, and Harriet Selby is there for the attack as they push it back across and down, and Cheyenne Wirtz with the kill. That will be her second of the night. So the side out back to Harriet Selby. The Wolverines put it in play as the overhand goes the other way. It is Effeline. They work back up top, and the attack there across, and they're going to call a double hit on Harriet Selby. So a hitting error for them will give the point to Highmore-Harrold. Harriet Selby 3, Highmore-Harrold 2. And for the Pirates, this is Kendall Cermak serving. And she'll push to the back row. Albee with the bump as they move it forward. The attack the other way, a good one. McDonald makes the play. Here's Highmore-Harrold across as the attack comes from Reagan Westcott. Harriet Selby will send it back again. Highmore-Harrold the other way. McDonald with a nice play, but a good job made. A good dig made by Harriet Selby. Rosso with the shot across, and now Highmore-Harrold pushes the other way. It's Brooklyn Balloon who pushes it across and down. And the point scored for Highmore-Harrold. So we're tied at 3 as Kendall Cermak gets ready to put it in play. Cermak with the overhand across. It is Meidinger that moves it forward. The attack the other way coming from Cheyenne Wirtz is wide and out of bounds. The third hitting error for Harriet Selby. And Highmore-Harrold with the lead at 4-3 as Kendall Cermak will continue in serve. The overhand, a fastball that is long and out of bounds. First service error of the night for Highmore-Harrold. Side out back to Harriet Selby as we are tied at 4-4. Jada Rosso, the 6'1 junior, ready to put it in play. The overhand comes across. It is Effeline with the bump. It winds up at the net. Harriet Selby tries to spike it, but Highmore-Harrold digs it out and sends it back. Here's Harriet Selby the other way. Highmore-Harrold with the dig. Block at the net by Harriet Selby, and they push it to the back row. Highmore-Harrold will dig it back out. Effeline will set. The overhand from Reagan Westcott is back to the Wolverine side. They'll attack here as they push it back across. A nice rally going. Highmore-Harrold attacks. It's blocked by Harriet Selby. Westcott the other way. Dug out by Rosso. They'll push it up to the front and send it back across. Here's Highmore-Harrold the other way. Harriet Selby will dig it back out. They'll push again the other way. This is Maya Ebel with the attack for Harriet Selby. Back across it comes. Westcott with a dig made by Meidinger. At the net, it's blocked, but out of bounds. Jordan Rosso with the attack and the kill after a long back and forth rally. And Harriet Selby scores it and takes the lead back as they lead by a 5-4 score. Rosso serving, and that will go into the net. Net violation, service error for Harriet Selby. Gives the serve back to Highmore-Harrold. The sophomore Brooklyn Balloon will put it in play. We're tied at 5 here in this opening set. We'll go to best 3 out of 5. Jones County already victorious in 7B as they knock off Crazy Horse. As Highmore-Harrold works the attack across. Quick return by the Wolverines. An equally quick return by Highmore-Harrold as it comes back across. Here's Harriet Selby to Highmore-Harrold. False stick attacking. Back up front. Harriet Selby will work it back the other way. Here's McDonald. Tipped ball, but dug out by the libero, Stephanie Albee, and Harriet Selby will push it back. Here's Highmore-Harrold once again. Fall stick, McDonald. She will push it over the top of the defense and down. Addison McDonald, the 5'9 freshman, making the play for Highmore-Harrold, 6-5. Pirates are out in front. Highmore-Harrold hanging tough here in this opening set. As Brooklyn Balloon puts it in play once again. Albee back row moves it forward. Not a good pass, so a free ball pushed the other way from Pasha Meininger. Here is Highmore-Harrold the other way. McDonald again across and down. 7-5 Highmore-Harrold. We work here in set number 1. Biggest lead of the night for the Pirates. As Brooklyn Balloon puts it in play, and a spinning serve kept in play by the Wolverines. They'll free ball to the back row, and it's long and out of bounds. The 4th hitting error committed by Harriet Selby gives Highmore-Harrold another point. They have scored 3 in a row now, in fact 4 in a row. And they have taken the lead at 8-5. Here's Balloon once again, to the back row it comes. And a hitting error by Harriet Selby. That is 5 in a row now for Highmore-Harrold, and they've pushed to a 9-5 lead. As Brooklyn Balloon will put it in play once again. The overhand, back row. Meininger with the bump. They will move it forward. Here's the attack the other way, and that's across and down. Highmore-Harrold has returned a lot of hard-hit balls. That one off the arm of Jordan Rosso, not the hardest hit ball, but it will end the out rally for Highmore-Harrold, which was 5 in a row. And Harriet Selby will get the serve back, trailing by 3 as the Wolverines put it in play. And that's going to be an ace for Cheyenne Wirtz. Our first ace of the night, and some miscommunication there for Highmore-Harrold. They got the bump on it, tried to move it forward, but nobody was there to pass it on. So it's now 9-7, Highmore-Harrold leading. As Harriet Selby puts it in play once again. McDonald to the back row, that is long and out of bounds. Hitting error for Highmore-Harrold, and Harriet Selby now has scored 3 in a row and trail now by just 1. Cheyenne Wirtz serving. The overhand is going to be an ace. So it's a 9-9 score now, as both teams have seesawed back and forth here in this opening set. Cheyenne Wirtz puts it in play once again. The overhand to the back row, Palmer. Back up top, this is Falstick through the block and down. Kaylin Falstick with the kill, her first of the night. Pirates in the Wolverine rally and lead 10-9. Reagan Westcott serving. The junior with the push across. Harriet Selby, nice pass to the net this time, and hammering it the other way was Harriet Selby, but Highmore-Harrold digs it out. Back to the Wolverine side, they'll free ball the other way. Set at the net, Palmer across, it's tipped, that's down, and that's a kill for Brooke Palmer. Palmer with a nice play there. Hard hit shot down the left sideline that was tipped at the net by Harriet Selby. So it's 11-9, and Reagan Westcott serves for Highmore-Harrold. Here's the attack the other way. Good play by Harriet Selby to work it back across. And now Highmore-Harrold with a bad pass at the net. They'll commit them. Highmore-Harrold leading here in set number 1. And for Harriet Selby, Maya Ebel serving, as she will push it to the back row. Back up top it comes. Palmer, hard hit ball. That is across and down. Brooke Palmer's second kill of the night for Highmore-Harrold. The Pirates back out in front with the serve, leading 12-10. And for Highmore-Harrold, Kennedy Effling serving. Little shaken up with Jordan Rosso. She checks out. Into the match is Izzy Cagnones, a 5'7" junior for Harriet Selby. Effling with the serve at the net. Highmore-Harrold right there. Cagnones with a nice play. So we're going to score that a kill for Highmore-Harrold. Kendall Cermak was right there, and as that bump off the back row of Harriet Selby wound up at the net, Cermak was able to get up there and slap it and push it down for her first kill of the night. 13-10 as Effling puts it in play once again. Here is Harriet Selby as they work back across. Effling with the dig. Balloon will set, and that is for Cermak, and that's across and down. Kendall Cermak with the kill for Highmore-Harrold. They lead 14-10 now, as they will continue to work and serve. The libero, Kennedy Effley, wearing the red jersey, puts it in play. Here's Harriet Selby. They had to scramble there. They push it from the back row and get it across. Here's Falstick with the attempt to the net. They're going to call that a double hit. Did not clear the net, was not blocked. It bounced off the top of the net. Highmore-Harrold with the next to hit it. So a hitting error for Highmore-Harrold ends the scoring run. It's now 14-11 Pirates as Stephanie Albee puts it in play, and a serve that is long and out of bounds. Second service error for Harriet Selby. And the side out back to Highmore-Harrold. 15-11 Pirates lead. The junior Kaylin Falstick puts it in play. Spinning serve to the back row. Albee digs it out. They'll push it back forward. And that's across and down. That's a kill for Maya Ebel. The Selby team, we thought coming in with the height advantage, was going to be the team that was going to lead the way in the kill department. So far, it's Highmore-Harrold with a 8-5 kill advantage. Now an ace is sent across from Harriet Selby. That is from the hands of Sophia Ritter. Sophia with her first kill of the night. 15-13. The Pirate lead at 2 as Ritter puts it in play once again. She varies speed very well with that serve as she pushes it back across. Highmore-Harrold will make the return. The attack from Rosso is the other way. It is Balloon with the dig up top. Palmer, she'll hammer it. Tipped at the net and kept alive. Harriet Selby will work it the other way, and they'll push it across and down. Pasha Meininger with the kill, her first of the night, 15-14. The Pirate lead is at 1. And again, the Wolverines will work to put it in play. The overhand works across. Here is Highmore-Harrold trying to clear it, and this is a net violation on the Pirates. Their 5th hitting error of the night. That time Brooke Palmer was well past the half-court line and well into the Harriet Selby area, and that hitting error gives the point to the Wolverines. It's 15-all. Harriet Selby serving, and that is into the net. And every time one of these teams you feel like is starting to take control momentum-wise. Highmore-Harrold the same way. You put together a long rally, and then all of a sudden the momentum just goes away, and Highmore-Harrold leading by 1 will put it in play once again. The Wolverines with a nice attack across from Cheyenne Wirtz. Here is Highmore-Harrold cross-court shot from Cermak. Dig made. They'll set it up. And attacking across is Wirtz once again at the net. They'll deal. And putting it home is Jada Rosso. The kill for her is her first of the night. Side out back to Harriet Selby. 16-16 is our score. As Harriet Selby looks to serve, Pasha Meininger puts it in play. The overhand is across. Highmore-Harrold working it forward. Reagan Westcott the other way. Tipped at the net. Wolverines will pass it across and attack there from Maya Ebel. Here's Highmore-Harrold with the push across. Not a hard hit ball, so Harriet Selby will dig it out. They'll push it the other way. The attack from Rosso. Dig made by Effling. Balloon cleans up the play. Here's Harriet Selby back across and through the block and down. Maya Ebel with her second block of the night. Harriet Selby now set up the kids to get 8 each and has the lead at 17-16. As Harriet Selby looks to put it in play. Meininger with the overhand across, and that's an ace. Pasha Meininger with her first ace of the night for Harriet Selby. Their 4th ace of this opening set. And that has been a big difference of this match. Meininger puts it in play once again. Here is Highmore-Harrold as they'll set it at the net. Westcott with the back row, Cermak with the attack to the back row. It is past the back line and out of bounds. The side out for Harriet Selby continues, and Highmore-Harrold is going to take a timeout. 19-16 is our score as Harriet Selby leads. Let's take a 30-second break and return. This is coverage of Region 6B from KPLO.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Timeouts are brought to you by the folks at Agtegra. Acres Ahead maximizes your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. 19-16, Harriet Selby leads. Highmore-Harrold had the lead early, but Harriet Selby was able to withstand the Highmore-Harrold charge and trailing in the kill department, and they've been able to even that stat in this last side out. Also 4 service aces as well has helped the Wolverine cause as they look to try to close out this opening set. Serve the other way, they'll battle at the net. The Wolverines win the battle as it goes back to the Highmore-Harrold side. Westcott with the attack, dig made. Rosso keeps it alive, Ebel the other way, and that's across and down. Maya Ebel doesn't hit it the hardest, but she places it as well as anybody on the Harriet Selby side, and that was a nice attack there, and it was out of the reach of Highmore-Harrold, and it's 20-16. Wolverines put it in play once again. They go back row. It is Palmer. Up top, Cermak. The attack there. Dig made by Stephanie Albee. They'll set it back. Ebel with the attack the other way. Dug out by Highmore-Harrold this time. First of the night. Ends the scoring run for Harriet Selby, but Highmore-Harrold now has some work to do. Trailing by 3. It's 20-17 Wolverines. Kendall Cermak with the serve for Highmore-Harrold. Albee back row. They'll move it forward. Rosso with the attack the other way. Cermak with the dig. Pirates will keep it alive. A free ball from Westcott is back to the Wolverine end. Back up top. That is Ebel the other way. Dug out again by Highmore-Harrold. They'll push it to the back row. Harriet Selby having to attack from the back row there. It was not a good set. And having to get in there and make the play with Stephanie Albee. She hit it short. And Highmore-Harrold scores back-to-back points. They still trail by 2. It's 20-18 as Cermak puts it in play. Albee back row as Harriet Selby moves it forward. The attack cross. Cheyenne Words clears the play. Here's Highmore-Harrold. It's blocked in the net. But Highmore-Harrold will dig it back out. They'll free ball it back the way. Albee back row. Good pass to the front row this down. And again, Maya Ebel with a well-placed ball that is across and down. It's 21-18, Harriet Selby. And the Wolverines will get the serve back. This is Jada Rosso, the 6'1 junior, who will work the serve the other way, and that is into the net. 4th service error for Harriet Selby. Gives the serve back to Highmore-Harrold. It's 21-19. Harriet Selby with the lead. And here is Brooklyn Balloon serving, and that is an ace. The first ace of the night for Highmore-Harrold, and a timeout taken by Harriet Selby. 21-20 is our score as we work here in set number 1 of this quarterfinal match of Region 6B. Let's take a 30-second break and return. This is coverage of regional high school volleyball from KPLO.
At American Family Insurance, we believe that with the right support, any dream is possible. For auto, home, business, or life, contact us today.
This is Crystal at Crystal Volquartz Agency Incorporated. Stop in or give us a call at 853-3324.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI. American Family Insurance Company. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Well, in Class B volleyball action, Region 7B, Jones County 3-0. They knock off Crazy Horse. Phillip knocks off White River 3-0. It's Potter County and Sully Buttes. Sully Buttes just wins the opening set in Region 6B. New Underwood, Kadoka area, they're getting set to go get underway in Phillip here in just a little bit. It's 21-20, Harriet Selby leading Highmore-Harrold. Pirates with the attack from Madison. Harriet Selby will dig it out, and again they will set it for Maya Ebel, who will push it across and down for her 5th kill of this opening set. And the side out back to Harriet Selby. They lead 22-20. Cheyenne Words puts it in play. Effling back row for Highmore-Harrold. This is McDonald across. Dig made, Pasha Meininger back up top. Rosso the other way. Dig made by the Pirates. Back to McDonald. She'll push it to the back row. Here is Albee. Set up top, Ebel. Nice two-hand push cross court. But the dig is made by Westcott. Reagan gets set and sends it across. Here's Harriet Selby on the set. They'll push the other way. Sophia Ritter makes a nice play as she pushes it into the defense and scores it. It's now 23-21. Wolverines 2 points away from this opening set win. Wolverines will serve it. Here is Effling from the back row. She will attack. Cheyenne Wirtz digs it out. Set up top, Rosso. Dig made by Westcott. Nice push by Balloon. Good play by Harriet Selby. They'll push it back the other way, and up top it is. Westcott tipped, but kept alive. Harriet Selby will set it for Rosso, who hammers it to the back row. Balloon with the dig. Westcott with the free ball as they clean it back up and send it to the Harriet Selby side. Ebel with the attack. It's crossed and down again. Maya Ebel in the right place at the right time, pushing it to the back row. We are at game point. And a timeout taken by Highmore-Harrold, their final timeout of set number 1. 24-21. Harriet Selby leads. Again, we'll pause for 30 seconds on KPLO.
Mashik Food Center carries the finest precious produce, quality meats, and they also offer Wonder Roast roasted chicken and pork tenderloin. So delicious. And you still receive full carry-out service just like the good old days. Mashik Food Center has Highmore Pirate clothing so you can show your school spirit, and they welcome WIC and food stamps. They're open 7 days a week and are proud to help bring you this broadcast. Mashik Food Center, Highmore.
Another Integra timeout as we are at game point. 24-21 is our score as Harriet Selby continues in serve. Cheyenne Wirtz puts it in play for Harriet Selby. Back row it is Effling. Fall stick. Now they have to free ball. Westcott makes the play as they push it back. Set at the net, and the attack the other way. Jordan Rosso makes a nice play. Highmore-Harrold with the return. Back up top, it is Ebel again with the attack the other way, but Highmore-Harrold will dig it out. Free ball is off the ceiling and out of play. Kennedy Effling chased it down, but wounds up hitting it off the ceiling, and Harriet Selby wins set number 1 by a 25-21 score. Our scoreboard comes to you from Darren Boyle Sales, checking out the large selection of new and used farm equipment at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Like the Darren Boyle Sales Facebook page or shop online anytime at DarrenBoyleSales.com. 25-21. Harriet Selby victorious in set number 1, and we are back in 2 minutes on KPLO.
To all the Highmore-Harrold teams from the Highmore-Harrold, which has been in the Highmore and Herald area, distributing the local newspaper each week for over 140 years. The Herald offers all types of commercial printing, black and white or color copy, and fax service. They can order wedding and party supplies. They're the local distributor for Watkins Products and the local Buell's Laundry drop-off location. See them for stadium cheers and support the local team in style and comfort. They also invite you to check out home events on Venture Channel 381. That's the Highmore-Harrold newspaper in Highmore. Highmore Health is a 44-bed skilled care facility that provides quality care in a home-like atmosphere. The staff at Highmore Health will treat your family member like they're one of their own, providing daily activities, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. They're Medicare and Medicaid certified too. Highmore Health looks forward to continuing to provide quality, loving care for their residents and families, as well as exploring innovative new options for services. For more information or a tour, call 605-852-2255.
Order your new 2023 Ford from Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore. The order bank is open for 2023 models including F-150, Explorer, Expedition, Bronco Sport, Ford Mustang Mach-E, Edge, Ranger, and more. Jan Bussey Ford is family owned and operated. No games, no gimmicks. And our service department is unmatched in Central South Dakota, featuring 4 senior master's certified technicians. Place your order and get exactly what you want by calling 605-852-2122.
Access Health Highmore welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluation for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season from Access Health Highmore, assuring access to quality health care.
Well, while we've got a moment, let's update you on some scores. Western knocks off Wilmot 3-0. Warner knocks off Aberdeen Christian 3-0. Castlewood moves on with a victory over DeSmet. Jones County 29-1 now on the season. They knock off Crazy Horse 3-0. Wolsey Wessington knocks off Iroquois Wake Preston 3-0. Coleman Egan defeats Canastota. Chester area defeats Bridgewater Emory. Tripp Delmont Armour defeats Colombe. Faith leading McIntosh 2-0. That game being played out in Newell. Phillip knocks off White River 3-0. Viborg Hurley knocks off Centerville 3-0. Scotland and Alcester Hudson a game set number 3. Freeman defeats Uganda. Lemon leads Bison 2-0. Potter County and Butte won the opening set. We have not seen an updated score from their way. Harriet Selby, after they trailed in the kill department early in the set as Highmore-Harrold build up a 5-point lead, they come back and have a 13-9 kill advantage as we go into the second set. 4 service aces as well to just 1 for Highmore-Harrold. That's the difference so far as Highmore-Harrold serves to put this second set in play. Here is Rosa with the attack across. It's wide and out of bounds. And Highmore-Harrold will win the first point of set number 2. With John Neff at DRG Media Group's World Headquarters, from Harriet, I'm Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us tonight. As Highmore-Harrold serves, here is Harriet Selby with a nice, soft return across from Pasha Meininger. Here's Highmore-Harrold the other way. The attack is across and down, and that is from Brooke Palmer. Palmer with her 3rd kill of the night. Maya Ebel with 6 kills to lead Harriet Selby. She has been accurate with her attacks throughout this match so far. Serve from Kaylin Faustick into the net for the second service error for Highmore-Harrold. Harriet Selby on the board in set number 2, and it's a 2-1 lead for Highmore-Harrold. Sophia Ritter serving, the 5'4" junior for Harriet Selby. And she will push the serve across. Effling back row. Balloon will set. Cermak with the push to the back row. Harriet Selby will dig it out as they work it forward. The attack the other way from Pasha Meininger. Effling with the dig. Here's Brooke Palmer the other way. Stephanie Albee with the dig this time. Back up top. 2-hand push from Cheyenne Wirtz is across. And here is Highmore-Harrold. Cermak trying hard but hit it short and put it into the net. 2-2 is our score, as Harriet Selby continues to serve and looks to get their first lead of this second set. Sophia Ritter with the serve. Westcott back row up top. Cermak. She will push the other way as it's off the antenna and out of play. A hitting error for Highmore-Harrold. For the Pirates, their 9th hitting error of the night. And it gives Harriet Selby a 3-2 lead. As the Wolverines again with the serve to go the other way, and that is an ace for Sophia Ritter. That's her 2nd of the night, and the 5th for Harriet Selby this evening. 4-2. As Highmore-Harrold scored the first 2, Harriet Selby has scored the next 4. And again, the Wolverines will put it in play. This is Balloon on the set, sends it back the other way, and a diving dig made. Stephanie Albee, and it works. It counts the same, folks. You don't have to be a big hitter to score kills. She gets one there after she makes a nice play back row for Harriet Selby, and then the Wolverines serve and put it into the net. Their 5th service error of the night. Side out back to Highmore-Harrold. Harriet Selby with a 5-3 lead. As Brooke Palmer serves for the Pirates. The overhand across, and that's an ace. Brooke Palmer with her first ace of the night. 5-4, Harriet Selby's lead is at 1. As Palmer puts it in play once again. To the back row it comes. They move it up front. Rosso with the attack the other way. Dig made back row, out of position, so Highmore-Harrold has the free ball back to the Harriet Selby side. They will set, push the other way. Pasha Meininger, they're going to call a net violation. I believe they are. A net violation on Highmore-Harrold. That will give the point to the Wolverines, and they push the lead to a 6-4 advantage once again. Pasha Meininger serving for Harriet Selby, as she will push to the back row. Effling moves it forward. Westcott with the attack across. Here's Harriet Selby. Nice attack of the net. It's Rosso the other way, and that is down. And a nice cross-court shot for Jada Rosso. Her second kill of the night. 7-4. Harriet Selby leading. Don't be surprised if this trend continues. We don't see a timeout early in this second set. As Highmore-Harrold really scrambling, has the free ball back to the Wolverine side. Wolverines don't get set either as Cheyenne Wirtz free balls across. Here is Westcott with the return for Highmore-Harrold. Back up top. It is blocked, kept alive. Cermak. Now Balloon. Westcott the other way, and that's across and down. Reagan Westcott scored it. Boy, there was times where I thought the ball was just going to completely stop moving on both sides as they deaden it and finally push it forward. And the Pirates eventually prevail with the point. Kendall Cermak serves. Here is Harriet Selby attacking. Maya Ebel with the attack the other way. Westcott with the push across. Quick return for Harriet Selby. Here's Balloon. Now McDonald blocked by Rosso. Tipped and back in play. Oh, back across it comes from Westcott. Here is Rosso with the for Ebel. And that's across and down. Ebel again in the right place at the right time. Taken by the Pirates. 9-5 as we are early here in set number 2. Let's take a 30-second break and return. This is coverage of regional high school volleyball from KPLO.
Is your truck or fleet insurance a one-size-fits-all approach? The commercial line agents at Fisher Rounds & Associates know that each company fleet, owner-operator, or ag producer has unique coverage needs. We understand all the risks and liabilities, so we can create a customized policy that ensures you are fully covered. We're at your service, at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving your truck insurance needs with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Rapid City, Sioux Falls, and Watertown.
Timeouts are brought to you by Integra. They remind you acres ahead maximizes your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Integra cooperative today. The Pirates use a timeout early. Back a couple weeks ago when they played Harriet Selby, Highmore-Harrold lost the opening set 25-21. And then it was a 25-8 score in set number 2 as Harriet Selby won that set going away. And you can just feel the momentum for Harriet Selby just wanting to turn as Highmore-Harrold works the return, a serve across. Here is Ebel again with the attack the other way. Brooke Palmer with a nice dig. Up top it comes. Westcott with the two-hand shove across. Here is Harriet Selby on the return. Back across it comes, set by Balloon. Westcott back row, but it's long and out of bounds. Right idea, but missed it by that much. And another point for Harriet Selby. They lead now 10-5 as Jada Rosso, the junior, puts it in play. Palmer back row, Balloon moves it forward. Westcott the attack there. Ebel with a nice dig made as they will set it for him. Maya with the push across. On the set, Highmore-Harrold returns it, and then Abel, it was right in her wheelhouse, and that was probably the hardest hit ball of the night, and impossible to return for Highmore-Harrold, and it's 11-5. Rosso pushes to the back row. This time the serve is long and out of bounds. Side out to Highmore-Harrold, but the Pirates now have some work to do as they will go to their bench. Kaylin Faustic back in to the back row. The sophomore Brooklyn Balloon to put it in play. Pirates trailing now 11-6 as Balloon puts it in play. Here's Harriet Selby. Wirtz moves it forward. The set for Rosso, and this is Jordan who pushes it the other way, and it's long and out of bounds. Jordan was shaken up earlier in the opening set, and I'm not sure if she's comfortable on both legs, but seems to be favoring one over the other, but made a nice play there as Highmore-Harrold puts it in play, and Harriet Selby sends it back across. Here is the attack, the push from McDonald the other way. Harriet Selby will dig it back out. Here's McDonald once again as she'll push to the back row. Dig by the Wolverines, back row attack from Stephanie Albee. Dug out once again, Westcott at the net, through the block and down. And that's the kill for Reagan Westcott, her third of the night. It is now 11-9. As Brooklyn Balloon again will put it in play for Highmore-Harrold. Game number 2. Again, we go best of 3. Harriet Selby won the opening set 25-21. Highmore-Harrold with the attack from Madison McDonald. Dig made back row. Harriet Selby moves it forward. The attack from Cheyenne Wirtz is the other way. Here's McDonald. Dig made by Wirtz. They'll duel at the net. Rosso with the two-hand push across. Effling will dig. McDonald the other way, and another hard hit ball. But Harriet Selby digs it out, sets it up. It's Ebel with the attack. Effling will dig. Westcott the other way. And here's Harriet Selby once again at the net. This is Jordan Rosso the other way. And now it is Westcott returning it for Highmore-Harrold. Wolverines will set it up. Ebel with the attack across. Palmer will dig. Set for Westcott, who will push to the back row, and it is on the line. Kill for Reagan Westcott. Highmore-Harrold, after trailing by a bunch here in this opening set, starting to get things put together. They trail by just 2 now at 11-9, and will continue and serve with Brooklyn Balloon. A serve that was going to go out of bounds, but Harriet Selby made a play on it. Here's Highmore-Harrold the other way. McDonald with the push, and it's wide and out of bounds. The 13th hitting error for Highmore-Harrold. There was almost a lift called on the Pirates, but they were able to push it forward. Either way, it would have been a point for Harriet Selby. They lead 12-9 as they serve. Effling trying to move it forward, and nobody there for Highmore-Harrold to push it ahead, and that will be an ace for Harriet Selby, and that's the 3rd of the night for Cheyenne Wirtz. And it is now 13-9 Harriet Selby. And the Wolverines will serve and put it into the net. 13-10, Harriet Selby leads Highmore-Harrold in serve as we work in game number 2 of this quarterfinal matchup from Region 6B. Reagan Westcott with the serve. Wirtz back row. They'll set it at the net, and the attack is across and down from Maya Ebel. Another kill for Maya. That is her 9th of the match, and now she will move to the back row and serve. And Maya will push the overhand across as Highmore-Harrold digs it out and moves it forward. The attack from Brooke Palmer. Harriet Selby will dig it out. Jordan Rosso attacks. Brooke Palmer pushes it the other way. Just got a tip on it. She will be scored the kill as it goes across, and Harriet Selby got it caught in the net. 14-11, the Wolverine lead at 3 as Kennedy Effling will put it in play. To the back row, Wirtz. Back up front, nice attack across. Good play by Highmore-Harrold as they dig it out and send it back. Now Jordan Rosso is set up. She will hammer it hard, but Highmore-Harrold will dig it out. Free ball from Brooke Palmer is the other way. Jordan Rosso will dig. They'll set it for her. She will hammer it across, and again, Highmore-Harrold will dig it out. Palmer the other way. That is too long and out of bounds. 15-11. Harriet Selby back up to a 4-point advantage. Stephanie Albee in serve for the Wolverines. Harriet Selby trying to move on. They are the number 1 seed of Region 6B and looking to pick up their 20th match victory of the season. Pirates with the return back to the Harriet Selby side. They will attack, and they get it through the block and down. That is Pasha Meininger as she gets her 2nd kill of the night. And it's now a 16-11 score. Again, Harriet Selby puts it in play. Up top, the attack across from Kendall Cermak. But Harriet Selby will dig it out. They'll push it back. Here is the Pirates with the attack. Not a hard hit ball there as it pushes back the other way. Harriet Selby with a quick return. Highmore-Harrold with the attack by Kendall Cermak, and it is blocked by Jada Rosso. And that is down. 17-11, Harriet Selby leading as they continue and serve. Stephanie Albee will put it in play. She will work the two-hand the other way. Back row, it's Westcott. Highmore-Harrold move it forward. Falstick with the free ball across, and on the set, Harriet Selby tries to push it back. Sophia Ritter on the set pushes it the other way, but it's wide and out of bounds, and the hitting error for the Wolverines Gives the point to Highmore-Harrold. Falstick with the serve. Wolverines with the return across. Palmer will dig. Westcott to Palmer. She'll push it back. Cheyenne Wirtz with the dig. They'll set it up top. It is blocked at the net. No, it's a double hit on Harriet Selby, and Highmore-Harrold will score back-to-back points. 17-13 as the Pirates trail by 4. Here is Kaylin Falstick serving, and that serve is wide and out of bounds. Just the third service error of the night for Highmore-Harrold, but that one was one that came at a real inopportune time as Highmore-Harrold was starting to get a little bit of momentum and serve. Now Harriet Selby will go back to work as Sophia Ritter puts it in play and sends across an ace. That is her third ace of the night. 19-13 now. As Harriet Selby trying to take control of set number 2. And Ritter with the overhand. Back row Effling set for Cermak, but not able to attack. She flat foots it back across. Here's the attack from Harriet Selby the other way. Highmore-Harrold with the dig. They'll set for Palmer. Blocked there. And now a timeout taken by Highmore-Harrold. Their final timeout of set number 2. Score the block. That time for Cheyenne Wirtz. 20-13, the lead to Harriet Selby here in set number 2. And again, we'll pause for 30 seconds and return on KPLO.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, while we have a moment, let's update some Class A scores. Sioux Valley knocks off Esteline Hendricks 3-0. Kimball, White Lake, and Bonham play a 5-set thriller in Platte. Kimball, White Lake prevails 3-2. Mount Vernon Plankington defeats Parkston 3-0. Aberdeen Roncalli defeats Wabash Summit 3-0. Florence Henry and Flandreau were tied at 2-2. Redfield winners already. Dakota Valley as well as they win on the Class A side. Here is Harriet Selby putting it in play, leading 20-13 in set number 2. Highmore-Harrold with an attack from Kendall Cermak across. The Wolverines will try to set it up. They get it to the back row. Highmore-Harrold commits a hitting error as they try to push it over the net, but push it into the net instead, and it's 21-13. Sophia Ritter serving for Harriet Selby as the overhand is across. Effling, they set it for Palmer. Brooke the other way. Stephanie Albee with the dig. This is Jada Rosso the other way. Highmore-Harrold with Morgan McLeod making the play back row. A bump from Palmer is across, and here's Harriet Selby the other way. Palmer with the dig. Balloon will set to Cermak, who hammers it cross court. Wolverines will dig it out as they set at the net. They'll push the other way. This is Pasha Meininger. Palmer for Highmore-Harrold gets it across, and that's down, and a kill for Brooke Palmer. That is her 5th of the night. 21-14 now, as Highmore-Harrold gets the side out, but have a lot of work to do as they trail by 7, and Brooke Palmer's serve is into the net. Just the 3rd service error for Highmore-Harrold, but again, at an inopportune time, it makes it 22-14 as Pasha Meininger serves for the Wolverines and pushes it across. Palmer, Balloon, set for Cermak to the back row. Dig is made. Good job by Harriet Selby to push it back across. Here is Cermak with a bump to the back row. Albee will dig it out. They'll set it up top. This is Ebel with the attack the other way. Highmore-Harrold will dig and push. It's Cermak with the attack across. Now Harriet Selby with a bad pass. They'll free ball to the back row. Palmer will dig. Balloon will set. A bad pass there. Cermak has the free ball to the Harriet Selby side. Ebel the other way. Palmer will dig. It's kept alive. Effling with the push across. Jada Rosso setting here for Cheyenne Wirtz. She'll push the other way. And Highmore-Harrold will eventually win the scrum. The attack from Reagan Westcott across and down. Her 5th of the night. It's 22-15. Back and forth we've been, back and forth. Each set so far has had at least one of those long rallies. This time Highmore-Harrold was able to score it, but they still trail by 7. Here's Harriet Selby on the return. Ebel with the attack the other way. Palmer with the dig. The set up top. Reagan Westcott. She'll push to the back row. Ebel now to the back row. Meininger. She pushes it back the other way. Here's Addison McDonald with the attack from the center for Highmore-Harrold. That is across and down. Back-to-back points scored by Highmore-Harrold. 22-16. It is still a 6-point deficit for Highmore-Harrold as Kendall Cermak puts it in play. Here's Harriet Selby as they'll set at the net. The attack the other way, but kept alive. It's returned, and here's Harriet Selby with Jada Rosso attacking. Just catches the back line and is down for a kill for Jada. That is her 3rd of the night. She will rotate to the back row and serve. It's 23-16. Jada with the serve. Brooke Palmer with the bump. They move it forward. Westcott the other way. Back up top, Ebel. Dug out by Morgan McLeod, and here is Highmore-Harrold. McDonald the other way as she gets it through a block. They'll set it for Ebel, who will push to the back row. Kept alive by Balloon. Now it's a free ball for McDonald back across. Ebel will dig. They will set it for Jordan Rosso, who pushes it the other way. Effling will dig. Highmore-Harrold the other way with the attack. Now the Wolverines will clean up the play and a free ball back. Here's Highmore-Harrold. Addison McDonald with a hard hit ball. And can they get it across? Yes, Harriet Selby will. And here's Highmore-Harrold. They scramble and make a play of their own. Harriet Selby back up top. It's Ebel to the back row. Palmer back up front and into the hands of Westcott. And Reagan will push it to the back row, but a little too strong and out of bounds. 24-16 Harriet Selby in game point here in this second set. Rosso with the serve that goes into the net. 24-17, but it will remain game point. As Highmore-Harrold will send the sophomore Brooklyn Balloon to serve as the overhand is across. Here is Harriet Selby with a bad pass. But a free ball from Pasha Meininger clears it. Here's Balloon the other way. Quick return by Harriet Selby. The one-timer from Addison McDonald is back. And again, Harriet Selby sets it for Maya Abel, who scores her 10th kill. And Abel is able to push it home and give Harriet Selby the victory, 25-17. Scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the large selection of new and used farm equipment, including a new Morris hay hiker, available at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Like the Darren Boyle Sales Facebook page. Shop online anytime at darrenboylesales.com. Our halftime report from the folks in Buy Right Seat is next. We will pause for 2 minutes on KPLO.
Ray Hybrids is dedicated to the success of their northern farmers. They provide industry-leading technology backed by agronomic expertise that fits the unique needs of local farmers. Choose Ray Hybrids for custom northern farming solutions. They know the North. Contact Buy Right Seeds in Miller or Darren Boyle Sales in Fort Pierre to learn more. Always read and follow stewardship and pesticide label directions.
At American Family Insurance, we believe that with the right support, any dream is possible. For auto, home, business, or life, contact us today.
This is Crystal at Crystal Volquartz Agency Incorporated. Stop in or give us a call at 853-3324.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI. American Family Insurance Company. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Mashik Food Center is your affiliated foods Midwest hometown grocer in Highmore. Mashik Food Center carries the finest precious produce, quality meats, and they also offer Wonder Roast roasted chicken and pork tenderloin. So delicious. And you still receive full carry-out service just like the good old days. Mashik Food Center has Highmore Pirate clothing so you can show your school spirit. And they welcome WIC and food stamps. They're open 7 days a week and are proud to help bring you this broadcast. Mashik Food Center, Highmore. Good luck to all the Highmore-Harrold teams from the Highmore-Harrold, which has been serving the Highmore and Harrold area, distributing the local newspaper each week for over 140 years. The Herald offers all types of commercial printing, black and white or color copy, and fax service. They can order wedding and party supplies. They're the local distributor for Watkins Products and the local Buell's Laundry drop-off location. See them for stadium cheers and support the local team in style and comfort. They also invite you to check out home events on Venture Channel 381. That's the Highmore-Harrold newspaper in Highmore.
Well, let's update a few more region scores. Miller knocks off Crow Creek 3-0. Mobridge Pollock knocks off McLaughlin 3-0. No report on Stanley County Cheyenne Eagle Butte out of Region 6A. In Region 7, 7B, Jones County again knocks off Crazy Horse. Phillip victorious over White River. And also Potter County Sully Buttes. They are at a game apiece now in Region 6A. And Harriet Selby serving to get this third set underway. Highmore-Harrold has work to do. Palmer cross. Harriet Selby will take it out. They need the answers defensively. As Kendall Cermak attacks the Highmore-Harrold and pushes it wide and out of bounds. For Highmore-Harrold, their 17th of the night, as Harriet Selby again will serve. Palmer now trying to get it to Cermak. She cannot clean up the play. Harriet Selby with a 22-17 kill advantage in that opening set, or through 2 sets of play, we should say. As Harriet Selby serves once again, here's Brooke Palmer with the attack across, and that is 3 hitting errors in a row for Highmore-Harrold, and Harriet Selby works themselves out to a 3-0 lead. This is Sophia Ritter serving for Harriet Selby area. She will work it the other way, and that's going to be an ace for Ritter. And it is now 4-0. As the 5'4" junior, Sophia Ritter, pushes the other way. Kennedy Effling with it as they work up top. Cermak attacks. Back across it comes. Here's Jada Rosso for Harriet Selby. 2-hand shove the other way. Brooke Palmer with the attack across. Dig made, pass forward. The attack the other way from Cheyenne Wirtz is dug out for Highmore-Harrold. Here is Kendall Cermak attacking. Again, Harriet Selby will dig it out. And they have done a good job on the defensive end tonight. As Highmore-Harrold again attacked, this time it's Cermak, and Jada Rosso was there to tip it, but that tipped it away from a would-be dig, and Highmore-Harrold pushes it down for their first point of set number 3. It is now a 4-1 score as Brooke Palmer serves for Highmore-Harrold. And that serve is an ace. Just the 3rd service ace of the night for Highmore-Harrold. They have served to a good percentage, as they have just 4 service errors as well. And for Brooke, that's her 2nd ace of the night. As Palmer will put it in play once again. Maya Ebel from the back row will pass it forward. Free ball from Cheyenne Wirtz is across. Here is Highmore-Harrold. Hard hit ball. That is across and down from Reagan Westcott. Reagan's 6th kill of the night. And all of a sudden, Highmore-Harrold has scored 3 in a row. They trail by just 1, as again Brooke Palmer puts it in play. To the back row it comes. A bad pass. Out of position with Harriet Selby. They try to push the other way. They hit it into the net for their 11th hitting error of the night. And we are tied at 4. Here's Brooke Palmer serving once again. Tough bump made by Harriet Selby as they move it forward, but they're able to recover and get it across. Here's Kendall Cermak attacking, and that is across and down. Kendall Cermak with the cross-court winner. Her 4th kill of the night. 5-4, Highmore-Harrold leads. And even though they've lost the first 2 sets, the Pirates have been able to lead in both of our opening sets so far. They lead here in the 3rd set as Harriet Westcott with the attack. It comes back across. Effling will dig. Balloon will set. Now it is blocked in the net, and that's Jada Rosso with the defensive play for Harriet Selby. 5-5 now. As Harriet Selby will earn the serve once again. Pasha Meininger to put it in play. The overhand is across and back up top. A hard hit ball. And here is Harriet Selby, or Highmore-Harrold rather, trying to work it forward, and they cannot. Just some miscommunication there. Abel with the attack, but Highmore-Harrold was, well, they were in position, but it kind of turned into a I've got it, you take it situation, and the point was scored by Harriet Selby. Then the Wolverines commit the service error. We're tied at 6, and the side out goes back to Highmore-Harrold, and this is Kendall Cermak serving. To the back row, Albee for Harriet Selby with the bump. Ebel with the attack, the free ball really the other way. Westcott will clean up the play for Harriet Selby, and then Harriet Selby hits it into the net as they hit it short on the attack, and it's 7-6 Pirates. For Highmore-Harrold, they need to win this set to keep the match going. They trail 2-0. We play a best of 5 as Cermak serves here, and it is long and out of bounds. It's a 7-7 score. And for Harriet Selby, Jada Rosso puts it in play. And the serve will come across, and that's an ace. And for Jada, her first ace of the night, the 7th, make it the 8th ace of the night for Harriet Selby. And they lead once again at 8-7 as Rosso looks to overhand it across. Here's Effeline back row. Balloon will set at the net. It is McDonald attacking. Nice dig made by the Wolverines. Ebel cleans the play up with a free ball back to the Highmore-Harrold side. Here is Westcott attacking, and that is through the defense and down. Reagan Westcott leading the way for Highmore-Harrold and kills with her 7th of the night. 8-8 now is our score as the side out goes back to the Pirates. The sophomore Brooklyn Balloon puts it in play. The overhand of the Harriet Selby back row. They will set it up top. Ebel attacks. Effeline digs. Balloon keeps it alive. Reagan Westcott with the overhand the other way. And here's Highmore-Harrold Harriet Selby. And Jordan Rosso at the net. She makes a nice play. And again, not necessarily as strong at the net. Again, she tweaked something in that opening set. And while she's still out there playing and still doing a good job, she's just favoring things just a little bit. As Harriet Selby and Highmore-Harrold duel at the net. Here is Rosso again. This time a little more altitude and a lot more attitude as she pushes it across and through the defense and down. Back kills for the freshman Jordan Rosso. And it is 10-8. The Wolverines with a 2-point advantage as Cheyenne Wirt serves, and that's an ace. And again, we may need a timeout from Highmore-Harrold here. We were tied at 6. We seesawed back and forth just a little bit, but Harriet Selby scoring 4 in a row now. Starting to look like they're going to take control of this third set. Here is Falstick attacking. It's blocked. Falstick tries to keep it alive and can't. Let's give the kill to Jordan Rosso. And a timeout taken by Highmore-Harrold. 12-8 is our score in set number 3. Timeouts brought to you by the folks at Agtegra. Let's take a 30-second break and return. Coverage of regional high school volleyball from Region 6B will continue after this on KPLO.
Highmore Health is a 44-bed skilled care facility that provides quality care in a home-like atmosphere. The staff at Highmore Health will treat your family member like they're one of their own, providing daily activities, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. They're Medicare and Medicaid certified too. Highmore Health looks forward to continuing to provide quality, loving care for their residents and families, as well as exploring innovative new options for services. For more information or a tour, call 605-852-2255.
In one of the quarterfinal matches of Region 6B, Potter County and Selby Butte. Selby Butte won the first set 25-22. Potter County wins the second 25-20. They're tied at 13 as they go into set number 3. As we look for other scores from the region, well, those were played last night. And Again, they cannot play the full lineup as the serve out of the timeout. Highmore-Harrold just was not quite set defensively as the serve comes across and is an ace for Cheyenne Wirtz, and that is their second ace of the night. Here is Highmore-Harrold as they try to work it to the net off the return of serve, and they miss-hit it and put it into the net. If you missed the scores from last night, Faulkton defeated Lower Brill 3-0. Ipswich went 3-0 on Lyman. So Faulkton and Ipswich will be the other side of this Region 6B bracket, as another hitting error by Highmore-Harrold will give another point to Harriet-Selby. Harriet-Selby looks to be on their way here, and they will take on the winner of that Sully Buttes and Potter County match that is going on in Gettysburg. Highmore-Harrold needs to put something together here. Nice attack from McDonald, but the dig made by Harriet-Selby. Jordan Rosa with the attack, blocked by McDonald. Wolverines will keep it alive. It's Ebel as she pushes to the back row. Effling will dig, set up top McDonald, and she hits it short. 16-8 now. And this young Highmore-Harrold team, who came out and played very well in the opening set and hung tough in set number 2. In fact, have led in all 3 sets. May be running out of gas against a very sound team in Harriet-Selby. And their defense, although their offense, we'll talk about their kill total, their defense has done a pretty good job. They have taken and handled some hard-hit balls from Highmore-Harrold throughout this match tonight. Another long and out of bounds, another hitting error. And for Highmore-Harrold, their 8th hitting error of this third set. And that makes it 17-8. As Cheyenne Wirtz puts it in play once again, and she will hit it long, and that service error will give Highmore-Harrold a point and the serve, but they have a lot of work to do. Reagan Westcott serving. The overhand is across. Harriet-Selby will set it up, a 2-hand push for Ebel. Fallstick with the dig. Westcott moves it forward. The attack there comes from Brooke Palmer. Free ball from Harriet-Selby from the back row. They'll get it back. Here is Balloon set to McDonald. Back across it comes. Here's Harriet-Selby again. Ebel with the attack across. Effling will dig. Balloon moves it forward. Palmer to the back row. Harriet-Selby will dig it out, move it forward, set it for Ebel again. Maya attacks it the other way. Here's Highmore-Harrold across. Again, Harriet-Selby digs it out and sends it back. Ebel the other way. Effling with the dig. Balloon with the push on the set. Over to the Highmore-Harrold side, and Brooklyn Balloon will score the kill. That makes it 17-10. And Reagan Westcott will continue to serve for Highmore-Harrold. And Westcott with the overhand across. Albee with the bump as Harriet-Selby free balls the other way. Westcott, Balloon, Palmer. The shove is across. Harriet-Selby again does work from the back row as they dig it out and send it back. Highmore-Harrold once again. Brooke Palmer with a 2-hand push. Albee, back row, moving it forward to Ebel, and she pushes it away from the defense and across and down. Kill number 11 on the night for Maya Ebel. 18-10, side out back to Harriet-Selby as the Wolverines again look to put things in play. Ebel serving as Brooke Palmer pushes it across, and that was on the set. The bump on the serve kind of went awry, but Brooke Palmer just made a reflex play and bumped it across and was able to get it down for a kill. That's her 6th of the night. It's 18-11, and that serve is wide and out of bounds. And that serve did not miss much, but it gives Harriet-Selby the point and the serve. It's 19-11. Stephanie Albee puts it in play. Here is Highmore-Harrold. A free ball from Fallstick is back across, and here is Jada Rosso. Missed time to jump, but was able to get it across anyway. Here's Brooke Palmer with the hard hit ball. That is past the defense and down, and another kill for Brooke Palmer, and it's 19-12. Again, Highmore-Harrold hanging tough, but just no margin for error here as you trail by 7, and there could possibly be only 6 points remaining in the match. Falstick serves and sends across an ace. That was such a hard hit ball that Harriet Selby, I think their back row felt like they need to make a play on it, but it was going out of bounds. And that will work for Kaylin. That will be her first ace of the night. She'll serve it again, a looping serve this time. Albee back row moves it forward. Jada Rosso with the attack the other way. Falstick will dig. A two-hand shove across from Brooklyn Balloon. And here's Harriet Selby at the net. Two-hand push for them. Sophia Ritter clears it up. Here's Effling back row. That is a cross and a kill for Kennedy Effling. That is her first of the night, 19-14. Pirates trying to put together a rally here. They have scored now 3 in a row, but still trail by 5. Falstick with the looping serve. Albee back row as Harriet Selby moves it forward. They'll attack from the back row, and that is Maya Ebel right at the shoe tops of Kennedy Effling, and there was nothing Kennedy could do there, and another kill. And Harriet Selby, the first team to 20 in set number 3. Sophia Ritter serving for the Wolverines. In the overhand to the back row, it's Effling. Balloon now to Kendall Cermak. She will push it to the back line. Wirtz will dig. Up top it comes. Pasha Meininger hammers it and pushes it back the other way. Her first of the night. 21-14. And again, the Wolverines, once we retrieve the volleyball, and that is done. Sophia Ritter serving once again. She'll push it to the back row. Again, it's Effling as Highmore-Harrold moves it forward. Balloon pushes the other way. Ebel to the back row. Westcott will dig. Back to to Balloon. Now Westcott as she pushes it back across. Here is Jada Rosso the other way. Kept alive by the Pirates, and a nice play as they get it back across. That's Brooklyn Balloon making a good play. Here's Balloon again attacking. Wolverines will dig it out. Balloon setting at the net. It's Palmer across. That is off the ceiling, but in play, and the Wolverines will push it back. Ebel with the free ball. Now they'll set for Kendall Cermak. That is to the back row, but Harriet Selby will dig it out. They will hammer it the other way, and it's off the antenna and out of play. Highmore-Harrold forces the hitting error. It's 21-15. Side out to the Pirates. But again, no margin for error as Brooke Palmer puts it in play. Albee back row, set for Jada Rosso. She pushes it across. McLeod with the dig. Pirates will finish the play as they push it back across, and it is Meininger the other way. And Highmore-Harrold will attack. Rosso with the block. Highmore-Harrold again at the net. This time it's blocked, but down on the Harriet Selby side, and a kill scored for Reagan Westcott, and that is her 8th of the night. 21-16 as Brooke Palmer will serve it once again for Highmore-Harrold. And to the back row, Albee with the bump as Harriet Selby moves it forward. Here is Cermak attacking for Highmore-Harrold. Wolverines will dig it out. It is Meininger the other way. Palmer will dig back row, set for Westcott. She'll push it to the back line. Albee will dig it out, and the Wolverines cannot clear it as the third hit gets across, but it's on the wrong side of the antenna. And back-to-back points again scored by Highmore-Harrold, but their deficit still is at 4. Brooke Palmer serving once again. Back up top, they will attack the other way as Cheyenne Wirtz cleans it up. Here is Reagan Westcott to the back row. Harriet Selby will make the dig. Ebel pushes the other way. Here's the back set. The attack from Kendall Cermak hits short and into the net. It's 22-17 Harriet Selby. And so the Wolverines 3 points away from a match victory that will move them to the semifinals of Region 6B. Pasha Meininger serving. Here's Highmore-Harrold. McLeod trying to get it across and can't. Hitting error Highmore-Harrold, and a timeout taken by the Pirates. Their final timeout of set number 3. 23-17 is our score as Harriet Selby leads. Let's pause for 30 seconds and return on KPLO.
Order your new 2023 Ford from Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore. The order bank is open for 2023 models including F-150, Explorer, Expedition, Bronco Sport, Ford Mustang Mach-E, Edge, Ranger, and more. Jan Bussey Ford is family owned and operated. No games, no gimmicks. And our service department is unmatched in Central South Dakota, featuring 4 senior Masters certified technicians. Place your order and get exactly what you want by calling 605-852-2122.
Well, again, another Agtegra timeout in Region 7B. We mentioned the Phillip White River score. Phillip defeats White River at 3-0. Kadoka area gets the first on New Underwood. They lead 1-0. In Region 6, again, Region 6B, Potter County, 2-1. They are ahead of Selby Buttes as that third set just completed. Here it's 23-17 in set 3. Harry and Selby 2 points away from getting the match victory. As the Wolverines send it across, Westcott with the return for Highmore-Harrold. Harry and Selby at the net. Ebel to the back row. And again, a well-placed shot that's across and down. And we are at match point. And for Maya Ebel, that is her 14th kill of the night. Match point as the Harry and Selby faithful come to their feet. Pasha Meininger puts it in play. Palmer back row. They'll move it forward to Westcott as she pushes the other way. Ebel will dig. Rosso will set. It's Ebel with the attack the other way. Effling with the dig. Balloon will send it back. Here's Ebel to the back row. Brooke Palmer with the dig. Balloon again will set Westcott, who will push the back row and get it down for a kill. Reagan Westcott with 9 kills on the night. It's a match point, but Highmore-Harrold has it in serve. They trail by 6 at 24-19. The other way. To the back row, Stephanie Albee, and the Wolverines will move it up front. Free ball back across. Balloon will set. Rosso keeps it alive. Again, back to the Highmore-Harrold side as it is attacked the other way. And the move it forward. Harry and Selby with Meininger. She sends it across and down, and Harry Selby wins the game and the match in 3. 25-18, the final score here in our match tonight in Region 6B. Harriet Selby, 28 on the season with the victory. Highmore-Harrold will end their season with a 10-19 overall record. Scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. I invite you to check out my large selection of new and used farm equipment. The lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Like the Darren Boyle Sales Facebook page or shop online anytime at darrenboylesales.com. Our post-game report is next. We are back in 3 minutes on KPLO.
Access Health Highmore welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluation for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health Highmore, assuring access to quality health care.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Is your truck or fleet insurance a one-size-fits-all approach? The commercial line agents at Fisher Rounds & Associates know that each company fleet, owner-operator, or ag producer has unique coverage needs. We understand all the risks and liabilities, so we can create a customized policy that ensures you are fully covered. We're at your service, at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving your truck insurance needs with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Rapid City, Sioux Falls, and Watertown.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in Central Dakota. Your great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WegnerAuto.com. Experience the Wegner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you with your next set of wheels. Wegner Auto Company in Pierre.
One place to go.
Value in batteries is more than skin deep. For farm and construction equipment, you need batteries built to handle tough off-road conditions. Case IH Magna-Power batteries are designed to take a pounding, and Titan Machinery has them for you. 4 to 6 pounds heavier than the competition, these are specifically designed to handle the vibration and jolts that can literally knock the life out of other batteries. See Titan Machinery today for more details. Case IH Magna-Power batteries. It's what's inside that counts.
The future of our region lies in the young people who are involved in athletics, music, art, and drama, and the many other activities in our schools. Kimball Livestock Exchange in Kimball congratulates everyone that contributes and competes. We're proud of you all and happy to support the many activities in our schools. Kimball Livestock Exchange has a sale every Tuesday. For sale information or to consign, call the barn at 778-6211.
Post-game underway back here in Harriet as we talk about a Harriet-Selby victory. The Wolverines, the number 1 seed in Region 6B. They took care of business here tonight. In 3, they knock off Highmore-Harrold by scores of 25-21, 25-17, 25-18. And this battle-tested team in Highmore-Harrold, a very young ball club that does not have a senior on it. They were able to lead in all the sets, in all 3 sets. But Harriet-Selby, just a very fundamentally sound ball club. There were just numerous times, Harriet-Selby would withstand some good attacks, some hard-hit balls from Highmore-Harrold, and they were able to get them out and send them back. And we had several long rallies throughout the match, especially in 2 sets. But most those long rallies were failed by Harry, though Highmore-Harrold made it interesting, especially in that opening set where they had a 4-point lead at one point early in that opening set, but Harriet-Selby was able to regroup and win 25-21. Harriet-Selby was in control of the second set as you could just feel the momentum kind of work the way of the Wolverines, and they win the second set 25-17, and it looked like Harriet-Selby was going to run away with the third set as they had a big lead early, but Highmore-Harrold was able to show some poise, and they hung tough and made Harriet-Selby work for every last point, and eventually Harriet-Selby, who did have a big lead in that third set, eventually prevailed by a 25-18 score. You look at this match statistically, 10 service aces for Harriet-Selby, just 4 for Highmore-Harrold tonight. Harriet-Selby had 4 defensive blocks, and that's the size advantage that the Wolverines had at the net with those 4 defensive blocks. Highmore-Harrold did not have any blocks by my statistics, and it was a 29-27 kill advantage to Harriet-Selby in that through 3 sets of play. The other stat that sticks with me is the number of hitting errors. Highmore-Harrold had several long points. Highmore-Harrold with 26 hitting errors to just 15 for Harriet-Selby. With those statistics, that's why Harriet-Selby will move on. They'll take on the winner of that Sully Buttes and Potter County match that is going on in Gettysburg. And right now, as we try to find it here, looking at scores, it was 2-1 where Potter County had the lead. Now they are in the 4th set. It is 13-4 Potter County as they lead Sully Buttes. That will be the opponent next up for Harriet-Selby. It will be Ipswich and Falkton, who will play the other side of the bracket in the semifinal round on Thursday night in Region 6B. As far as our coverage on KPLO, we will be in Murdo as we will follow Jones County. The Coyotes will host Wall, and we also hope to see Phillip taking on the winner of that Kadoka and New Underwood match. Right now, Kadoka up 1-0. We hope to be able to do a doubleheader for you from Murdo on Thursday night. Stay tuned to David Burrell's Sports tomorrow as we will set the stage, and we will have it for you as we continue our coverage of postseason volleyball on KPLO, postseason football on Friday night as well, and we'll talk about that as well. First, our big play of the game, our post-game continues. Our big play of the game brought to you by the folks at the Golden Buffalo.
KPLO Sports Big Play of the Game is brought to you by your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino, where you can play big. The Golden Buffalo Casino is proud of all our area youth and all of their accomplishments in activities. Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, is a proud sponsor of KPLO Sports Big Play of the Game.
Well, let's look at big plays of the game. And again, we talked about Harriet Selby being able to withstand every rally that Highmore-Harrold was able to put together. The Pirates come in as the 8th seed, and you would, on paper anyway, consider the underdog coming into this match, taking on the top seed of the region in Harriet Selby. But Highmore-Harrold was able to lead in all sets. In fact, had a 5-point lead at one point in set number 1, but Harriet Selby was able to come back. You can look at it both ways. Harriet Selby with the survivability and just a strong play as they were able to come away with the victory, but Highmore-Harrold hung tough throughout the match, and at the postseason, that's what it's all about, and that's our big plays of the game, brought to you by the folks at Golden Buffalo. Finally, in our post game, let's talk about the player of the game. And that player of the game comes to you from CHS River Plains.
You asked, we listened. CHS River Plains now has grain marketing at the farm gate. Barb Gorjuski and Jason Euchre are hitting the country providing grain buying services where it's convenient for you. So whether you prefer to call and talk to our grain marketers or have the origination team come to you, we'll be there. We can help build a marketing plan, execute a current plan, and help decide when it's the best time and way to sell your crop so it's right for your operation and your bottom line. CHS River Plains, making it as convenient as possible to build a successful marketing plan for your specific needs.
Well, we look at the player of the game nominees. Let's look at the Highmore-Harrold side first. The Pirates were led by Reagan Westcott, who had 9 kills on the night. Brooke Palmer with 7. As the Pirates came up with 27 kills on the night. Harriet Selby, 5 kills from Pasha Meininger, 4 service aces for Cheyenne Wirtz. Sophia Ritter with 4 aces as well. But in the end, our player of the game, Maya Ebel of Harriet Selby, she pushed through 14 kills on the night, and she was very accurate with her attack. Good court vision, knew to go with the volleyball. She was able to take care of business there, and with those 14 kills, she is our KPLO CHS River Plains player of the game. Again, we'll have volleyball for you on Thursday in Murdo. The high school football playoffs will be on Friday. Harriet Selby and Harriet Selby and Irene Wakanda will be a 6 o'clock kickoff here in Harriet, and we'll have that matchup for you on KMLO 100.7 FM and available online at our website drgnews.com. For KPLO, we will be in Presho as the Lyman Raiders will host Gregory, and that will be a kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock, and we'll have a 6:40 pregame Friday night on KPLO. And of course, Vikings football this Sunday. The Vikings in action on the road, taking on the Washington Commanders. Kickoff is scheduled for noon. Vikings pregame at 11 a.m. on your home for Minnesota Vikings football, 94.5 FM KPLO. This playoff game was brought to you by 94.5 KPLO, our advertisers and the member schools of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. No rebroadcast in whole or in part may be made without the written permission of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to keep your eyes on the road and not on your phone. Our coverage of regional high school volleyball in Region 6B tonight brought to you by the folks at Fisher Rounds and Associates, Mashink Food Center, the Highmore-Harrold, American Family Insurance, the Crystal Volksgarden Agency, Highmore Health, Jan Bussey Ford, and Access Health of Highmore. Coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO brought to you by the Jim Lang Venture Communications, Kimball Livestock, Titan Machinery, and Wagner Auto Company. Coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO also brought to you by Darren Boyle Sales, CHS River Plains, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, by the Golden Buffalo Casino, by Right Seeds, Agtegra, Riverview Power Sports in Ocoma, the South Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Avero's State Farm Insurance. John Neff has been our technical director at DRG Media Group World Headquarters. I'm Aaron Boyle from Herreid, South Dakota. And our final score in 3, Harry and Selby victorious as they move on to Thursday night. We bid you all a very pleasant evening.